Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Sharhan Fakrullah, and I am from UiTM Tapapera, and I am from Group 10. So now I will present a topic in Chemistry 131, which is Chapter 1. Firstly, I will talk about atom. So what is atom? In general, an atom is a particle of matter that defined as a chemical element. An atom consists of three parts. First one, proton. Second one, neutron. And the last one is electron. So now I will talk about subatomic particle. It has three parts. Firstly, electron. Electron is negatively charged and it moves around the orbit in the atom. The next one is proton. Proton is basically positively charged. And the third one is neutron. Neutron is an uncharged particle that have the same mass as proton. Next is atomic number and mass number. Firstly, atomic number. Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom of any particular element. The next one is mass number. Mass number is the total number of proton plus neutron in the atom. As you can see, there is a diagram of example of atomic number and mass number. So this is the example of periodic table of elements. If you all get confusing about atomic number, which one is atomic number and mass number, you can check of their total number, which is if the number in the atom is bigger, that means that is the mass number. So basically mass number is bigger than atomic number. The next one is element. An element is a substance whose atoms all have the same number of protons. Another way of saying this is that all of a particular element's atoms have the same atomic number. Elements are chemically the simpler substances and hence cannot be broken down using chemical reaction. So these are the example of element. The first one, carbon. Second one, oxygen. The third one, helium. And the last one is iron. Isotope. What is isotope? Atoms with the same number of protons but different numbers of neutrons are called isotopes. They share almost the same chemical properties but different in mass and therefore in physical properties. So there are two examples of carbon that I have inserted in my slide, which is carbon 12 and the second one is carbon 14. So carbon 12 consists of 6 proton and 6 neutron, but carbon 14 got 6 proton and 8 neutron. So it becomes carbon 14. They have the same number of proton, which is 6, but different number of neutron. Molecules. What is molecule? A molecule is a natural group of two or more atoms held together by chemical bonds. Molecules form when two or more atoms form chemical bonds with each other. And these some example of molecules. The first one is H2O, which is water. The second one is nitrogen, and the third one is calcium oxide. Ions. So what is ion? An ion is defined as an atom or molecule that has gained or lost one or more of its valence electrons. giving it a net positive or negative electrical charge. So there are two types of ions. First one is cation and the second one is anion. So what is cation? Cations are ions that carry a net positively charged. Second one, anion. Anions are ions that carry a net negative charge. So these are some examples of cation and anion. And now I will explain about formation of ions. As you can see, the example that I took is sodium. So sodium has 11 number of protons and 11 number of electrons. So the charge is still natural, and when sodium give release one electrons, the number of electrons become 10 and the charge is positive 1. The next one is anion. So the example that I have took is fluorine. Fluorine has 9 number of protons and electrons. So the charge is still a neutral. So when the fluorine receives 1 electron, the number of electrons become 10. So the charge from neutral become negatively charged 1. So in conclusion of formation of ions, when the atoms release electron, the atom will have positively charged, and when the atom receive electron, the atom will become negatively charged. So when after we talk about ions, actually they have two types of ions. The first one is monoatomic ions and the second one is polyatomic ions. So what is the difference between monoatomic ions and polyatomic ions? The difference is monoatomic ions is consisting of only one atom. Therefore, polyatomic ions consisting of more than one atom. So these are some examples of monoatomic ions and polyatomic ions. The next one is compounds. What is compound? When two or more elements chemically combine in a fixed ratio by mass, the obtained product is known as a compound. So there are two types of compounds. The first one is molecular compounds and the second one is salts. So now I will show you all the examples of compounds. As you can see, there are many examples of compounds. There is alcohol, acetic acid, sulfuric acid, ammonia, methane, nitrous oxide, and salt, which is sodium chloride. This is such a common compound that we use in chemistry. So that's all for me about my presentation about chapter 1 chemistry 131. So I hope you enjoy my video and thank you. Bye.